Welcome back, friend Arenos. So, first of all, she's noticing this new person that she's gonna have sex with. That she thinks is rather attractive at first glance, and she's only gonna think more of that. I love Kelly. Let me just go on record and say I know a lot of people think Kelly's annoying or like disgusting because she basically fucks all the aliens, and you'll be able to see that later. But it's not because she's a hoe. She's just extremely freaking loving, and she expresses that through sexuality sometimes. It's very clear, and I really love how she's written. It just kind of gets under my skin that she gets under other people's skin, because she's just a sweet person. And I jive with her on that, because I'm a sweet person to a degree that, like, I really feel like more people should be okay with others being and maybe strive for themselves. I don't know. I love Kelly. Anyway. Hello.
I'm young Kelly Chambers. I've been assigned as your administrative assistant. I'll manage your messages and help you monitor the crew. And I must say, it's such an honor to work under your Commander Shepard.
I'm glad to have you on the team, Miss Chambers.
Please, call me Kelly.
Okay, Kelly?
Anything else?
Can we have sex now? No, that'll be a little bit later. But no, Shepard's gonna have several flings this game, just kind of FYI. Because, you know, Liara not being around. And also because I'm a perv and I like doing this kind of stuff because I can. And Kelly's certainly one of them.
Is there anything I should know?
You have unread messages at your private terminal. Joker would like to speak to you on the bridge. Anything else tonight?
And yeah, she also has a nice pointer on what crew members want to speak to you. Remember in ME1 where you had to basically poke around for people to, like, that needed to talk? Yeah, in this game you can basically just check. At least I'm pretty sure that's how it usually is. I feel like they'd have more to say some other times, but actually, more thinking, I feel like it's mostly like important missions, but I don't know. I don't remember. I feel like if they have something new to say, that she'll say that person X wants to talk to you, but of course I'll remember that as I go through the game and am refreshed by actually seeing it in game.
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
What are your responsibilities?
I'll keep you notified of any messages or appointments you might have. If any of the crew has important business to discuss, I'll make sure you know.
And she also speaks to them. I'm not going to ask, is that it? Because I don't know. It just kind of feels rude for me to do so. And I want to kind of get on with this, so.
What are your responsibilities?
Oh, whoops. It's literally the same thing.
I'll make sure you know.
Oh, are you happy here? Okay.
How do you feel about being assigned to Normandy?
I felt like I picked the top one, but I might be wrong.
Greatest threat known to humanity. How do I feel? Honored, exhilarated, terrified. Mostly I feel encouraged. Under your leadership, we can.
Ah, thank you.
Don't worry. We'll defeat the collectors.
I trust you implicitly.
Ah, cute.
The moment I met you, I knew I could close my eyes, fall back, and leave you.
Ah, cute. Cute!
I might do more than catch you.
Now that's an enticing thought. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
So yeah, you can flirt with her right a goddamn way. Because... And I love that. I feel like she's honestly a pretty flirty person. I feel like she can read other lesbian vibes and just is like, you know, like she has not fucking had, you know, interaction of this kind since, you know, and as far as she knows, Liara's moved on from her, so she finds herself relapsing in this lesbian direction, in this, like, sexual direction, and is like, well, I guess Kelly is mine now later. Hehehe.
This organization has a dark reputation. Any concerns working for them?
Not at all. Our methods can punch, but Cerberus has noble objectives. We look out for human interests. Advance human technology, save human lives. They're good goals.
And, well, what's interesting is that She mentions all of that, but it's very clear that she's extremely, respectful and loving toward other species and cultures. I just kind of feel like that really is phrased in a really way. And I don't know if Shepard really agrees that those are good goals. If you're focusing on humanity when the whole galaxy is still under threat of Reapers, you're going to be missing the big picture. Because all the races are required in order to stop the Reapers. She's seen that firsthand already. So she doesn't really like the fact that she's basically pigeonholed into Cerberus right now because all of her resources and everything will go away if she walks away from this. And she also might be, who knows, they might send enough after her in order to even kill her if she's working alone. Or if she utterly is alone at that point, which hopefully she'd be able to sway some people to go with her if that does occur. But yeah, she doesn't really like the odds here, so she's gonna have to stay. The story's pretty well crafted to kind of give her a lot of reasons to stay. That's for sure. As much as she really doesn't like it. But yeah, she knows about Service's policy. She's not gonna she's honestly not gonna ask these people because, honestly, as much as she finds Kelly attractive, really Kelly is just, hey, I want that right now. And she's also a nice person, and she doesn't seem to have any ulterior motives, and at the same time, she still feels like she might be brainwashed by Cerberus. She's not really gonna ask her about that, you know what I mean? She's gonna ask people like Jacob who don't seem to be so enamored with Cerberus.
That'll be all.
I'll be here.
And she's already asked him about it, really. I think, I... Actually, wait, did I do that convo back on the other place? Or did I just kind of... I think, honestly, I missed conversations I could have had earlier. Whoopsie. Anywho, let's read messages now. Oh, whoops. Alright. Unread messages time, friendos. Message from Captain Anderson. Hey, Admiral Anderson now. It's definitely a surprise for her. She didn't think that people in the Alliance would catch wind of something like this, but she's kind of glad they did to hear from them. On the off chance that the rumors are true and you actually are alive, I need you to come and talk to me on the Citadel. A lot has changed in the last 2 years. You put us on the council, and it's only fair that you be allowed to speak for yourself about what we've been hearing. Alright? Definitely something she wants to definitely do for him. At least for Anderson to see him again. And from the Elusive Man. Not too thrilled about him, but... Shepard. We've reached an agreement with veteran mercenary Zaid Missani. You may know the name. Zaid has been involved in some of the best known and some utterly unknown military operations in the Terminus systems, and is feared as a ruthless and relentless bounty hunter. I felt you might need a man with his skills on your mission, so I arranged to have him join you. You will find him on Omega, where he's wrapping up his current bounty. Don't worry about his fee. I've taken care of that personally. Alright, well, not too keen on someone like that, but hey. Let's contact the survey ship from Project Firewalker. Commander, the MSV Rosalie, a survey ship with servers connections has gone missing. The survey team was field testing a new prototype, the Hammerhead planet-side exploration rover. In addition, scientists Dr. Manuel Case and Dr. Robert O'Loy are aboard the MSV Rosalie and conducting research for us. We need you to find the ship, her survey team, and the doctors. The MSV Rosalie was last seen near planet Ziona, Elista, a smart frontier. From Admiral Hackett, Commander Shepard. Our scans on the Armada system have turned up something we thought you should see. The final location is the wreckage of the SSV Normandy. Now this makes her eyes widen as she reads this. Like, whoa, really? Oh my god. Like, she's tearing up, too, as she thinks about this and those last final moments. And all the people that... She's sure at least a few crew members died in that. She knows. We thought this news might be important to you, but we also have an ulterior motive. The Alliance would like to honor the Normandy with a monument to be built on the site of the ship's final resting place. We'd like to invite you to place the monument and be the first to walk on the site. There are still 20 crew members unaccounted for from the attack on the Normandy. Find any signs of these lost crewmen? We ask that you report to the Alliance so that those heroes' families might find some closure. Let's be to you, Commander. Yeah, she's blown away by this and teary, and she doesn't really want to see it, but she feels like it's important for her to do so, to honor those who died. And she's surprised that the Alliance, given the situation, reached out to her for this. But that kind of, sparked a bit of warmth in her heart, and it's really good to know that there's enough people in the Alliance that, despite, her being part of Cerberus now, is must be super well known, especially like if you were in the middle of playing the game and when this DLC first came out, and it would make a lot more sense that a lot more people would know about that. The Cerberus thing. It seems to be pretty well known in the Alliance channels, sadly. But despite that, they reached out to her for this, which I think is really awesome. Captain Anderson makes sense. He personally knew her. This is just Alliance people, you know what I mean? Awesome. Okay, Hackett, never mind. It makes sense that Hackett would specifically reach out to her. But he probably had to pull some strings for that. Anywho. Alright. So, once again from the Elusive Man here, our armor technicians heard you were back in action and just insisted that you should be appropriately equipped. Put together a package that I delivered to Normandy. Find any personal corners. Fortunately, we know your size. Which is creepy, but, it makes a lot of sense that they would, considering they had to reconstruct her body. So, why would they not know her size? Let's see. Armor technician... Okay, this is all just the armor DLCs. It's basically just, hey, we have all this armor for you to try on and stuff. And it's really just the DLCs. And I'd say that in canon, she had the Blood Dragon armor before. Is this all just... in fact, all these little doodads and gadgets and stuff, yeah, nah. But she had the Blood Dragon armor before Cerberus, in my head canon. I've often referred to earlier, it's not on purpose, but in my personal head canon, I refer to my personal headcanon as canon, but it's, it's the canon that I feel is correct, based on my own assumptions, and also just kind of what I want, the world to be like, considering that a lot of playing Mass Effect is kind of about shaping what happens, and, I like to fill in blanks and make things make more sense to me. But yeah, this is all, I think the rest of it's all just, hey, all these armor things. Alright, cool. So that's actually not really anything I'm going to be caring about too much. Oh yeah, that's right. Let's go talk to him then. Well, and not run into poles. That would be preferable, for sure. Planet 8.
Can you believe this, Commander? It's my baby. Better than you. It fits me like a glove. Leather seats. Military may set the hardware standard, but on a first-gen frigate, they could care less if the seats breathe. Civilian sector comfort by design.
Reproduction is not intended to be perfect, Mr. Moreau. Seamless improvements were made.
And there's the downside. I liked the Normandy when she was beautiful and quiet. Now she's got this thing I don't want to talk about. It's like ship cancer.
Enjoy it, Joker. If we're stuck here, we might as well let them pamper us.
Does it breach uniform regs if I get that on a cruise shirt? Because this is my favorite you have no choice ever.
Technically, this is a civilian ship. You're probably lucky you're still wearing pants.
I'll save that for the off-hour cameras. Have an AI watch me 24/7.
Joker totally would do shit just to get them to stop watching him. Like jerk off. I'm sure he literally would. He has that much. He has that little chill. He has like a -5 chill. Like a -100 chill. Anywho, I love him. He's a good boy. He is a good pilot, and I trust him with my life, and he's awesome. I mean, you kind of have to trust a pilot with your life if you're on a ship. It's kind of how that works, I guess. But still. Wait, is there... I'm just gonna make sure. Is there anyone else to talk to up here? Oh, nope. I don't care about ED's whole thingies here. This is the combat thingy stuff. Place. Wow, amazing. Yeah, and oh yeah, that's right. I don't think I've talked to Jacob and stuff. Do I even want to talk to them though?
What's this area of the ship?
Them peeps right now. I don't really want to. I'm trying to remember who else I really want to talk to except for Kelly. Oh yeah, some people down here for sure right now. Jacob and them can wait, and I'm probably not going to talk much to Jacob and them. So, but there's quite a few people down here that are pretty important to me. IMO that we will be talking to real quick. Hey friends, welcome back to Dergy be playing Mass Effect 2. Let's go talk to them peeps. Hey. I probably need to stop ending recordings with let's keep going, because I keep just automatically going to that.
Let me just get out my door.
I love that.
Real nice.
I love this man. Hello.
Commander Shepard, the hero of the Citadel. You did humanity proud that day.
Why, thank you.
As Sergeant Rupert Gardner here. How can I be of service?
By continuing to be fucking awesome. Also, do you need anything?
Do you have everything you need?
I make do. But have you ever tried to prepare a decent meal with military provisions? I'm good, but I'm no miracle worker.
Oofle.
Taking down the collectors is going to be rough business. The crew deserves a few fine meals before they throw themselves into the fire.
What do you need?
If I had some quality ingredients... Oh, shit. You've got more to worry about than grocery shopping on the Citadel. Forget I mentioned it.
Nah, she doesn't see a reason not to do this for him if something takes her that way.
If I head that way, I'll keep an eye out.
Much appreciated. Most of this list is probably standard fare for those namby-pambies on the Citadel. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
I won't take any more of your time.
Back to work.
Alright, so... let's meet an old friendo, shall we? Friendos.
Commander Shepard, I watched the Normandy crumble with you on board. It's good to see you alive.
It's good to see you.
Nice to see a familiar face, Doctor.
I feel the same. I wish more of the original crew could be here.
So does Shepard.
The kind of trauma you endured
Definitely.
would have changed most people. But not you, I see. Welcome back, Shepard.
Do you have everything you need?
I believe so. This medical bay seems very much like the sick bay on the original Normandy. Only thing missing were my private reserves. I even had a bottle of Ceres Ice Brandy that I was saving for a special occasion.
I'll keep an eye out for a replacement bottle.
Oh, you needn't. It's expensive, and we have much larger concerns ahead.
She's still gonna keep an eye out for it, though, because she's a good friendo.
I'll see you later, Doctor.
Commander.
Alrighty, so... yeah, we won't be needing this place for a while.
Access to the AI core is restricted.
Yeah, I know. Of course it is. It would make sense that it would be, but you know what's funny is later, it won't be restricted for reasons.
Access to life support is restricted.
Same thing with all these places.
Observation deck is closed until needed. Shepard, the women's restroom is on the starboard side of the ship.
Whoopsie. I always like going in the wrong restroom just to see that. Anyway.
Starboard observation deck is closed until needed.
Just to hear that, I should say.
Oh, she's a cutie. How old?
She'll be a year old next month.
Oh, you'll miss her first birthday.
Wow. My family lives in New Canton.
Oh, that colony's on the edge of the frontier. Could be vulnerable to collector attack, couldn't it?
Exactly. It's most important that she have a first birthday. That's why I'm here.
That's another great thing about this ship is, more than the original Normandy, they really did a good job of making it feel like a fully crewed ship, you know, and it just is. There's so much immersion in ME2 and 3 because they really did a good job in 2 and 3 about that. Having these little side conversations especially really fleshes them out as more than just static background objects that sort of make the world feel more real, but the added dialogue really actually adds some substance to that. Alright, okay, so we've talked to Chakwas, we've talked to our friend Gardner. She doesn't really want to talk to Miranda or Jacob right now. She doesn't really trust the Cerberus people much. It's clear that this man to her is just, you know, a good old boy type worker that ended up with Cerberus. She doesn't think he's of any real, danger to her. Jacob and Miranda, though, yeah, no. She'll trust grease monkeys like these two we're about to meet, and you know, just hard, honest workers like him. Because if you talk to him, you learn that he's both the cook and also the plumber. Which, if you think about it, ew. But you know, we make sure to wash his hands, or at least he says that. But hey, anyway. All right, so. Let's go down to engineering, because, yeah, she's not going to talk to Jacob or Miranda for a while, doesn't see a real reason to, until she gets more situated here. She's just trying to get her bearings and kind of, I guess, sort of test if Cerberus is going to keep their word on anything before she really talks to either of them much.
Normandy's cargo deck. It includes facilities to rearm and repair Normandy's embarked ground vehicle and shuttle.
My last ship didn't need a shuttle. Why do we have one?
This ship is nearly twice the mass of the previous Normandy. It is more difficult to land the ship on high-gravity worlds.
Yeah, so, see, in the original Normandy, yeah, because if you look at it, the ship is bigger. It does have more space. It's just more of a ship. Which, again, if the Elusive Man funded all this, I mean, surely, it's really hard for her because all she really knows of Cerberus is all those horrific experiments she had to stop on those backwater worlds. She's just kind of taking a look around right now. She sees those engineers working, but she just wants to take a look around first. Really getting into my roles is just a cozy, awesome, beautiful thing in these sorts of games. Anywho, hello.
You came all the way down here to see us?
Yep.
You're speaking to our commanding officer.
That's how she does.
I'm touring the ship, getting to know my crew.
I'm Engineer Ken Donnelly, handling the power control systems. This is Gabby.
That's Engineer Gabriella Daniels, actually. I'm responsible for the propulsion systems.
What can we do for you, Commander?
I love these two. They have so much personality. I love them so much. And their relationship is beautiful. They're just really close friendos. And I love them very much so.
Where'd you receive your training?
Both Gabby and I started in the Alliance, serving on the SSV Perugia.
She flew in the first wave at the Battle of the Citadel. We saw Sovereign firsthand.
No wonder they wanted to sign up to work under her. And Shepard's kind of honored. You know, more people that ended up having to deal with that shit. Kind of congregating here. Which makes sense, I suppose.
Why did you leave the Perugia?
After you died, that weasel Udina backslid on the Reaper menace.
They discounted Sovereign as an isolated threat, as a single...
Which was bullshit. They said your warnings of greater danger were mistaken or delusional.
We lost respect for Alliance leadership. We need to fight the real enemy, and only Cerberus seem to be doing that.
Yeah, and see, Shepard's really wondering if this is an elaborate ruse for something the Elusive Man wants that isn't just stop the Collectors, but at this point, there's just a lot of evidence for, hey, maybe he's actually serious about just giving me the tools to do what I would do anyway. But at the same time, man, you know, she's really cautious.
Are you set up okay down here?
We can't complain. I just wish it didn't take so long to calibrate the FBA arrays.
Kenneth, you're complaining.
What kind of problems are you having?
When they upgraded the Normandy design, they got a bit sloppy with the FBA couplings. I won't bore you with the tech, but there's an array of system that channels the field bleed.
Kenneth, you're boring the commander with tech. In short, if we had T6 FBA couplings installed, it'd save us a lot of maintenance time each day.
Why isn't something like that already installed?
It's probably just a design oversight. Efficiency isn't affected. It's a maintenance issue.
Also, the T6 model can be hard to find. Nash and Stellar Dynamics discontinued them.
We could probably find used ones in the Omega markets, but we have no time for shore leave.
Alright, well, she'll definitely keep that in mind. Because, spoilers, we're going to be heading to Omega pretty soon here.
Carry on.
Will do, Commander.
Yeah, she's heard enough, and she trusts them too by now as well.
I told you she would.
And she smiles as she hears that. It's awesome to see she's so respected here. It's kind of helping her feel a little bit more eased into this, but she's still weirded out by... I mean, if you died and were brought back to life in this sort of situation, I mean, anyone would be like, I'd imagine. Alright, I'm just gonna go back to sea ice. Now wait, you know what? Let's check out her cabin. I love this little cozy little place. I could see myself loving having a room like this in real life. Whew, little staircase down. Cool. What's the word? What is that called? Skylight. But it's more like a space light? Anyway. But yeah, that's really cool. Just view of space. Except, that's probably not safe at all if this was an actual spaceship. That's probably not something that's feasible, but hell, I mean, it looks cool, so, and this is a video game, so, you know, that's allowable. Allowable is a word now. Although, you know, this might be some, you know, super ultra mega sturdy space age glass that allows for that, but yeah. I still wouldn't trust that, because if that gets broken, we're all dead, probably. Or at least Shepard is. Anyway, at least if she's in here, of course. And whoever she's fucking. I mean, let's be honest here. This bed is where you fuck people. That's essentially what it is in this game. As well as just, you know, where you sleep, of course. But, like, there's a lot of sex that can happen in this game. And 3. 1 and 2, not so much. The flings and stuff get much more possible in this game. Like, in addition to, like, your romances. But, of course, I think there's consequences for that. But I think they're really not much more but stern talkings, too. I don't really know, though. I'm gonna find out, though, because she's gonna be missing Liara this game, and she's gonna, you know, end up, you know, sorta ending up with other grills in the meantime. Like Kelly out there. For one. Not just her either, this game, I don't think. And there's Liara. Speaking of grills, which I kind of feel bad talking about that, and then that's the moment I actually remember there's a picture of her on her desk. But yeah, and look at the blush on there, it's cute. I love her and she loves her, and she just stares at that for a while. It's kind of longingly, and then it's like, alright Shepard, get your fucking ass together. You know what's spoopy is, I'm wondering if this was all text she had originally, or if like the Elusive Man programmed that to have a picture of Liara there, which it's kind of creepy if you think about that, because that means he knew every intimate detail of her life. Because I would imagine that her and Liara were a pretty hush-hush thing, you know? I really kind of doubt anyone really knew about them except them. So that's really creepy if Elusive Man just put that there, if you think about it. But, rippity. Whew. Whew. Alright, so yeah, nothing new here. That's just basically, you know, gameplay-wise, it's just a carbon copy of the the message interface down in the CIC. I'll probably be using that one a lot more, I always do, than this one up here. But I'll probably use that one sometimes if I'm coming up here for some reason anyway, like feeding the fish that I'm probably going to buy whenever I get to... I think you can buy fish on Omega, but don't quote me. I know you can buy some on the Citadel, and I know that there's... I'm pretty sure you can buy some other... I know you can buy some on the Citadel and Ilium when we get there. But otherwise, I'm not sure. I think Ilium's the name of the planet. The Asari planet. the sorry big city planet thing. Also, classic Musafooped music, man. I love Mass Effect's exploration and combat music, like the original games. I'm glad they put some of that in here. But, let's keep playing. But yeah, I like the little ambient sounds here. This game is beautiful. I love this game. Very, very much. Alright, Dergy. CRC time. It's just great to just take in the atmosphere of this game, specifically 2 and 3. But there's something about 2's atmosphere that really has a lot of charm for me. Look at this place, man. Awesome.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Unless, hold on, are these the ones I read in the last one and I never saved? I really wonder about that. No, it really does look like it's just everything that... Yeah, okay. So I never saved after I did that. Because I just ended up doing a bunch of kind of honestly half-assed clips that you'll see earlier in this episode. Just to kind of try and keep doing that. But I really wasn't feeling up to this yesterday, so I ultimately cut the session really short. But in fact, like twice in a row, I think. 2 days in a row. But today, I'm feeling wonderful, so let's keep going. Omega. Built in the mined-out husk of a metallic asteroid, Omega has been a haven for criminals, terrorists, and malcontents for thousands of years. At times, the station has lain idle and abandoned for centuries, only to be reactivated by a new group of outlaws seeking a fresh start. The space station's original, elegant design has given way to haphazard expansion by scrabbling factions of every species. There is no central government or unifying authority on Omega, and nobody can recall a time there ever was one. Population 7.8 million. It's a lot of people chilling on this little rock. It's for sure. A lot of them are unsavory types as well. This will be fun. And I mean that. I don't like Shepard's like, oh god, this is gonna be fun, but me, I'm like, this is gonna be fun. I literally mean that because I love Omega in this game. I really love the exploration. I like that there's more city areas to explore in this game, just to explore. There's just a lot more life in this game than I felt like there was in 1 and 3. They do a good job in both. Sadly, we can only have the people she doesn't trust still right now. But we're about to fix that, actually. About threefold. Because there's 3 people you can get here, actually, and I'm going to be getting them all. So, and that's of course counting Zaid, who's a DLC, but I've never counted him as a DLC, because the first time I played this game, I played it with Zaid, and I've never not played with him. Anyway. I'm just kind of thinking. I kind of want to do more armor-piercing ammo. I can't do a concussive shot yet. I can't do incendiary or cryo. Let's see, adrenaline rush, boost your combat awareness. Oh yeah, okay. So that's slowy time, so I can be an accurate Durgan. And I kind of want to do that, but I also kind of want to practice, you know, fighting at normal speed very efficiently in this game. Let's see here. You know what? I'll just dump a lot into combat mastery right now. Everything that I can. There we go. Bam. So, I have plus 30% health, plus 9% weapon damage, plus 40% storm speed, plus 70% Paragon and Renegade gainage. So yeah, this is something that is a really good idea to start pushing early for that Paragon and Renegade gain. Anywho, let's keep going. Whew. Actually, their weapons are fine. I have several assault rifles to choose from. I think I was using the Mattock in the last one. No, wait, hold on. I haven't had a choice yet in this playthrough. That's right. So, actually, you know, I'm feeling the Avenger. I'm feeling the faster firing, because, spoiler alert, I started this Let's Play before, and I I stopped it because I felt like it wasn't really good enough, and I wanted to restart it better.
Welcome to Omega.
And
You're new here, aren't you?
yeah, I used the Matt Talk, and I feel like I want to use the Avenger a little bit more. I'll just kind of test that out, and then probably test the Matt Talk out again before we get another
Whatever she wants.
assault rifle in this game. She-Who.
Scavengers, welcome to Omega, Shepard.
You know who I am?
Of course. We had you tagged the moment you entered the Terminus systems. You're not as subtle as you think. Arya wants to know what brings a dead Spectre to Omega. I suggest you go to Afterlife now and present yourself.
I'll keep that in mind.
Afterlife now.
Considering she doesn't want to start a firefight with the whole station, or really anyone prematurely, because she's expecting.
Messages between mercenary groups regarding plans to deal with the Archangel. There's a recruiting station at Afterlife that may have information on him.
The fact that she can feed Shepard information, that the AI can, Edie, that's right. I couldn't think of her name for a second. That Edie can feed Ada information. Ada. Well, that's going to be a little confusing. Well, no, not for me, but maybe the way I say it for people. I don't know. But like the way that Edie can feed Ada information on missions is both like, oh, okay, this could be useful, and oh Jesus, she's gonna always be able to listen to me. You know what I mean? Or and be always connected to me. Like, she's really scared about what the possibilities of Edie are, but well, she won't be later. She'll actually start realizing that, hey, it's really useful to have her, and I don't think she's really gonna. Like, in fact, when Edie does become more sentient, it really ends up in a good space, as far as I've played anyway, in 2 and 3. Because I don't really know what happens with her whole arc, so to speak, in 3. But let's just say, yeah, she doesn't have much to worry about as far as I know, but she doesn't know that yet, of course. And she's definitely overly cautious about this whole situation. Especially if they have an AI listening in on her all the time. That's a bit spookier.
You have to help me.
No one said you could talk, jackass.
You Zaid Masani?
Yeah, that's me. You must be Commander Shepard. Hey, we have a galaxy to save.
Yeah, well, I mean, with a person like this, she wants to keep her distance. He's clearly sadistic. He's clearly very businesslike. He's clearly probably there for the money. So she's just going to keep his distance and be very professional with Zaid. For now. But later she might actually become quite friendly with him, just getting to know him through being in his quarters and that sort of a thing later.
Good to have you, Zaid. We have a lot to do.
That's what they tell me. I assume the elusive man told you about our arrangement.
No. I guess he decided to leave that information out of the dossier.
Good thing I asked. Picked up a mission a little while back, just before I signed on with Cerberus. Thought you might be interested. You heard the name Vito Santiago? He's the head of the Blue Suns. Runs the whole organization. Seems he recently captured an Elfell Ashland refinery on Zoya, and is using their workers for slave labor. The company wants it dealt with.
Considering she's going to be freeing slaves, yeah. Absolutely.
I'll make sure we get that done.
Good. Get it out of the way so we can concentrate on being big goddamn heroes. I better turn this thing in before it starts to stink. I'll be locked and loaded next time you're ready to get some killing done.
Yeah, she's going to keep her distance, but she's definitely going to utilize him. In fact, I think you can bring Zaid down here. When we're to the combat sections later, and I will certainly want to do so. But first thing she's going to do is, well, this is clearly the afterlife place that guy was talking about. So she's like, all right, well, there's a line, but if someone named Arya is important and expecting her, she assumes she could just. Okay, yeah. Yeah, see, apparently she really is expecting me and not that poor man. So, yeah, rip.
What are you looking at?
Don't Don't you have something better to do than pick fights with people you don't know?
No, just the ones who get in my face.
You see my gun. Do you really want to do this?
Fine. You're off the hook. For now. See you around.
But yeah, she's really on edge here, because she knows she needs to be in a place with a reputation like Omega has. By the way, the fucking aesthetics of Afterlife entirely are so cool to me. Look at the fire here. Makes a lot of sense, you know. Fires of hell, you know. Nice aesthetic there. Also, I love the song in here. God, this is a club I'd love to actually... I'd love to see a place like this in real life, man. God. So cool. Also, look, it's a column that goes way down there. I like to imagine that like, you know, somehow they get hoisted up here, the girls do, but down there, that's kind of like their, you know, like, sort of the dressing rooms and the quarters and the break rooms. Like, I don't see doors down there, but there's a lot of space they can do something with down there if they wanted to. I'm sure they do something with it in my headcanon. Why wouldn't they do something with that? It's hidden from the crowd. Like, they'd have some sort of rooms down there for the dancers, I would imagine. Like, at least I'd have that if I had a place like this. I just wonder why it goes all the way down like this. Like, why wouldn't it stop at where the floor is? I mean, clearly the only part of the club that patrons are going to be in and going to be here, but, anyway. Maybe that was there before, and then they turned this place into a nightclub. Maybe. Anyway, and maybe they even built this part over, and then it used to be just this. I don't know. So, I mean, I guess that sort of makes sense, but God, I love looking at places like this. This game is so detailed, and so is 3, and I really love looking. Even there's even these cool inscriptions, sort of thing down these lights down here. That's so cool. And look at the holographic Asari there. Is that actually like supposed to be screens of like the girls dancing? Like, are there cameras on them, or is it just footage? Or like, or is there maybe some sort of invisible thing that is like some sort of hidden technology that is recording them, and that, like, I'd like to imagine that, you know, it's probably limitations at the time, I'd imagine, and trying to make sure the frame rate stays alright, that sort of thing, but, like, I would imagine this is real-time video of the girls, like, behind them. That'd be really cool to me. Anyway, so, regardless... Oh, hey, isn't that Sarah's Ice Brandy? Yep. There we go. There's that for chocolates. Alright, so enough just kind of dawdling around. Considering this place looks kind of like an important VIP area, maybe this Arya's up here, she's thinking. Okay, well, that guard ain't stopping her. Maybe that's her?
That's close enough.
That guard's stopping her, though. Oh boy. And, yep, welcome to Omega, where everyone pulls out their guns for every reason possible. Yay! Anyway.
Stand still.
If you're looking for weapons, you're not doing a very good job.
Can't be too careful with dead specters. That could be anyone wearing your face.
I was told you're the person to talk to if I have questions.
They're clean.
Depends on the questions.
You run Omega?
I am Omega.
I love Arya and her fucking ego, and she's also fucking hot. I love her outfit, too.
But you need more. Everyone needs more something, and they all come to me. I'm the boss, CEO, queen, if you're feeling dramatic. It doesn't matter. Omega has no titled ruler and only one ruler. Don't fuck with Arya.
I love her so much.
I like it. Easy to remember.
If you forget, someone will remember you.
Then I toss your sorry ass out the nearest airlock.
I love badass chicks. Goddamn.
So, what can I do for you?
I'm trying to track down Archangel.
You and half of Omega. You want him dead too?
Why is everyone after him?
He thinks he's fighting on the side of good. There is no good side to Omega. Everything he does pisses someone off. It's catching up to him.
I'm putting a team together. He's on my list.
Interesting. You're gonna make some enemies teaming up with Archangel. That's assuming you can get to him. He's in a bit of trouble right now.
What kind of trouble?
The local merc groups have joined forces to take him down. They've got him cornered, but it sounds like they're having trouble finishing him off. They've started hiring anybody with a gun to help.
Sounds like that might be our ticket in.
They're using a private room for recruiting. Just over there. I'm sure they'll sign you up.
Which merc groups are after Archangel?
Blue Suns, Eclipse, Blood Pack. They're Omega's major players. Unless they're at war, you'll never see them together. But one thing they hate more than each other is Archangel.
Apparently.
I appreciate the help.
See if you still feel that way when the mercs realize you're here to help him.
Oh yeah, well she's here.
I'm looking for Morden Solus. Do you know where I can find him?
The Solarian doctor? Last I heard, he was trying to help plague victims in the quarantine zone. I always liked Morden. He's as likely to heal you as he is to shoot you.
What can you tell me about him?
Used to be part of the Solarian Special Tasks Group. He's brilliant and dangerous. Just don't get him talking. He never shuts up. If you really need to find him, take a shuttle to the quarantine zone. No guarantee they'll let you in, of course.
I love her and her voice actress, and God, she does a good job at the sultry badass thing. I think that's the best way to describe her voice presence. Like, the way that she speaks. It's so good. God, anyway.
Thanks for the information.
Yes. Just try not to bring the plague back with you.
Well, she's a hard ass, but I guess you kind of have to be to run a place like this, huh? Wait a minute. Okay. Wrong direction. Actually, I thought that was the wrong direction. Is it the right direction? I don't think it's the right direction. Yeah, here's the right direction. There's like 4 doors out of here, okay. That's what confuzzled the Dergy.
I hear you're recruiting.
Why don't you step inside? You'll get paid when the job's done, just like everyone else. Who's next? Well, aren't you sweet? You're in the wrong place, honey. Strippers' quarters are that way.
Show me yours, tough guy. I bet mine's bigger.
Impressive. So, you're here to fight then?
You know, I sort of get it if she's not wearing a helmet and armor like this. But, like, for someone like this to see a heavily armored, armed to the teeth woman that you can only tell is a woman because of the shape of the armor, and then address her like that, like she's not here to, like she's not cut for a fight. God, that's fucking stupid. Why the hell would you underestimate someone like that? That's dumb. That's the kind of thing that get you shot. Anyway.
Sure, if this is the place to go after Archangel.
This is the place. Standard fee is 500 credits each. You get paid when the job's done. If you die, your friends don't collect your share. You'll need your own weapons and armor. Looks like you got that covered. And no, this does not make you a member of the Blue Suns, Eclipse, or the Blood Pack. You are a freelancer, period. Any questions?
Where do we go?
Just head over to the transport depot outside the club. One of our boys will take you from there. Send in the next one.
Hey, is this where I sign up?
You look a little young to be freelancing as a merc.
I'm old enough. I grew up on Omega. I know how to use a gun.
So does Archangel.
I can handle myself. Besides, I just spent 50 credits on this pistol, and I want to use it.
Get your money back.
Hey, Woody!
Trust me, kid. You'll thank me later.
Yeah, she has a thing about, not sacrificing people as much as humanly possible. So, yeah, a kid like that going on a mission like this, it's been kind of said to be a suicide mission. Yeah, no, she's gonna stop that shit. And he does thank you later, actually, awesomely enough. Meantime, she's gonna get a drink or two. So I can have a blurry screen. Wow, amazing. I love this song. I love the other Omega song too. Or the other part. There's a shadier part of Afterlife, a bit farther into the station, and I like its song too. In fact, we can go in there right now, so I think I might as well. While we're here. And there's a little side quest in there too. We'll do that while we're doing drinking. Let's do a quest about drinking, basically. Is this the right way, or is the... Let's see. This is back out. That's not where I need to be right now. That'll take me out to the main area. I don't want to go out there yet. Quite yet. Okay. Because I've already done what's required in there, I don't need to go back in there. Okay, yeah. Here we go. To lower level. Okay. Alright. I didn't remember that it had that little 2 lower level sign there. Apex Omni Tools. See, there's even, this is a very urban place, despite how, you know, how it's known for criminals. There's clearly still a lot of commercial activity going on. That's probably at least partly legal, I'd imagine. Solar Electronics. It's an interesting advertising, just having your company name, you know, Unicom, having your company name just plastered on somewhere. Like that. By the way, I really love that Afterlife sign there, that's cool. There's even some drinks right here. Yeah, I like this song too. Also, well, this is a more intimate little setting here. She likes it, and she's also gonna be here a while. Yeah, remember, she really finds Asari extremely attractive. Just generally, more or less. So, like, extremely. Like, most people find them attractive. She has a fucking hard-on for them. She really loves Asari. Like, Liara really started it, but she's gonna have a thing for Asari for the rest of her life. And she's gonna also indulge that in this game, but... Oh yeah, actually no, it didn't start with Liara. It actually started with, the consort back on the Citadel, actually. Jax had sex with her before she even ever met Liara. Because you can do that as part of the reward for your quest, because she's essentially an escort. Anyway. I love this song. Alright, well. Also, I find it interesting that she has this pattern on her head there. I don't think I've seen anything like that on Asari before. That whitish, yellowish pattern there. There's a lot of girls here she'd like to kind of hit on, but she's like, focus, focus, we got a mission. And honestly, she's not really thinking about about cheating on Liara right now, because she thinks Liara's probably moved on from her, though that's not 100% true, it also is. And also, we don't see much of her for this game. I wanted to honestly use that as an excuse to have her have flings, just because I want to. I never really did before, so... Not really, anyway. Dinner, 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 dinner. But yeah, Ada's a rampant lesbian, and she will always champion it, and just always just wear that right on her sleeve. I love this song, it's so cool. Totally harmless drink. Nope. Sadly. Yeah. When I said there was a side quest about drinking, yeah, that's what I meant. Rippity.
Say something, Commander.
What's going on here?
You ought to be all right. Just take her easy. Looks like you broke the first rule of Omega. Don't order a drink at Afterlife if you're human.
That bartender tried to poison me?
Tried is the word. As far as I know, you're the first human to survive it.
Oof.
Me and my friend Jake went there to celebrate our new shipping business. He got real drunk, and an hour later he was puking blood.
Oof.
Duly noted. Let's get back to work.
Be careful out there.
Nice to see someone decent on this station. Cause, yeah. Man saved her life, it seems. Because as cool and hot, honestly, as she thinks Liara is, she knows she's really dangerous and should not even attempt to get even close to her, even though she's probably going to fantasize about her. Because, God, she's an absolutely attractive Asari, especially, like, to me, she's the hottest looking Asari in the entire series from what I remember right now in my brain. I love Liara. Or, no, I love Liara too, but I meant Arya. I love Arya. Arya, Liara, God, those names are similar. Anyway. I fucking love this video game, it's so fun to play. I really like to be immersed in this game. This is a really good video game. Video game is really good. This is a really good video game. This video game is really good. Alright.
Come on, let me in.
Oh, hold on, wait. I can stick it to the bartender. I forgot about that. I just kind of went out here on autopilot for some reason. I don't know why, really. Let me do something really quick. I just realized my phone is 20%, and I'd like to charge it more than that, for sure. Alright. Alrighty.
Anybody here seen my cat?
But yeah, the Vorcha are definitely a thing. They're an interesting part of Omega's whole, I want to call it an ecosystem, whole social structure here, if you can call it that. More like social chaos, but hey. Chaos that pretends it structures. It's probably a good way to put that from my knowledge and experience of the place.
What do you think these people will do when they find out you're poisoning your customers?
Poisoning what now?
This has nothing to do with you.
Who's next? Turians? You don't like them either, right?
Answer the damn question, Forvan.
You want a piece of me? I'll leave your corpse for the porch.
Nope. Other way around.
I'm not taking any chances.
Yep, there we go. Alright, one less scummy person. Always good. Always good, I'd say. Oh yeah, I love this man.
You said he had close family. revenge. Kill the family first. Then he'll get angry and come at you stupid. And then you kill him. I don't think I know you, human. I'm the Patriarch. Aria's Patriarch. What do you want?
Why do they call you Patriarch?
It's like an Asari matriarch, only male. It was Aria's little joke. After she took me down, she let me live. Kept me around as an advisor and a trophy.
What do you know about Arya?
A few centuries ago, Omega was my rock. When Arya arrived, she had nothing but the clothes on her back. I thought she was another dancer. She killed half my men and convinced the rest that she could run this place better than I did. She came for me here in this bar. We tore this place apart. She crushed one of my hearts, shattered half the bones in my body, and left me alive.
Well, it kind of explained why, as an advisor and a trophy, but she kind of wants to know what else why else he thinks.
What made her decide to leave you alive?
No, she doesn't destroy what she can use. She said I could have all my old comforts if I served as her advisor. I knew how things worked. I knew who to lean on, who to smack down, who to smile at. And everyone who respected me saw me beaten, broken. They knew that as strong as I'd been, she was stronger.
Very interesting. Well, she's not going to hang around too much around someone who was giving advice to someone earlier about how you should kill the dude's family first before you go after the dude you're trying to kill. That's not the kind of person Shepard wants to associate with, not even close. But she was curious enough and he was friendly enough, so she went ahead and picked his brain a bit. But yeah, let's get going.
I should be going.
This song is good. I like this song. Let's do some really bad freaking dancing.
I got a mate and a ship. I only brought one with me to Omega.
Probably the ship, so that he can go fuck all sorts of people, I'm sure. Anyway, I mean, it's implied that, you'd have to have a ship to get to somewhere, but yeah. Yeah. Also, bringing your mate to Omega is probably not a good idea anyway. It's a bad place to bring your significant other if you're wanting to protect them, of course. But, so I don't know really which it is. It might be both. But the way he said it, to me, it sounded like the way he meant that was, I came here to go fuck other people. Which, I really don't like that mentality in anyone ever. But, people are as they are sometimes, and until they decide that they want to change enough to do the work, because it is work. It's a lot of work. Anyway. And a lot of times, you can want to change a ton, but it's not enough because there's so much work ahead in order to do it. And it's a lot of strenuous, emotional shit. Regardless. Thankfully, I'm kind of past that point and really working on myself recently. It feels great, man. And I know that I only have good things ahead of me because I understand exactly what I want out of life. And I'm working on getting it more and more all the time. It's beautiful. And getting rid of the things that don't help me do that. Man, I love Omega. It's so cool looking.
Omega,
What a piss hole. At least it keeps you on your toes.
Yeah.
I've had to come here on business before. I feel like I need a shower afterward, in addition to normal decontamination.
Oof. Yeah. Shepard doesn't blame her for that. She's probably going to feel like she needs one too after this place. But probably mostly from all the blood she's about to spill.
I'm on the mission.
I hope you're ready. Archangel's been annihilating you freelancers.
Oh, she's ready.
Ready when you are.
Get in.
Mercenary bosses and other powerful enemies have multiple defenses that you must strip away in order to kill them. Yep, I like the shield armor bars thing in this game. To a degree, anyway. Let's bring Zaid. I think Zaid and Miranda, just because I like hot, callous chicks. I don't really like a lot of some of the ways Miranda is, but I like a lot about her. I like more about her than Jacob, sort of. But it's really only because I don't really know. I'll have to think about that. Jacob isn't a bad person. I like Jacob as a character, but as with all, I mean, honestly, I still am going to opt for aliens most of the game. Except Zaid, I tend to opt for quite a bit of the game, actually. I'll have to think about why that is, but, yeah, mostly in these games I tend toward the alien party members, both for squads and for sexy time. And just generally, romance, of course. Actually, wait, I want to undo that, because I think it's generally just a good idea to get this passive stuff up first. Just generally. Also, she has 6 to get, so let's go ahead and... Okay, never mind, looks like they all had 6. Alright, cool, so there we go. Oh, never mind, 5, then, yeah, okay. Yeah, so everyone had 6 points to start with. Alright, so yeah, it should be all Gucci. Oh wait, what I meant to do was exit. There we go.
It's about time they sent me someone who looks like they can actually fight. They tell you what we're up against?
The recruiter was a little vague.
We wouldn't get many hires if everyone knew the truth. Archangel's holed up in a building at the end of the boulevard over there. He's got superior position, and the only way in is over a very exposed bridge. It's a killing ground, but he's getting tired, making mistakes. We'll have him soon enough.
I'll get to him. Just point me at that bridge.
I like your attitude, but we've got a plan in place. You'll be on a distraction team. Head straight over the bridge and keep Archangel busy so the infiltration team can sneak in behind him.
That's gotta have suicide.
Pretty much, but you look like you can handle it. Head up to the boulevard and get to the 3rd barricade. Talk to Sergeant Katka. He'll tell you when to go in.
I better go find Sergeant Katka.
Good idea. Watch yourself on the boulevard. Archangel's killed dozens out there already.
In's gonna be easy. Out's gonna be a bitch.
I like the way he said that.
Let's find him first. Then we'll figure out how to get back.
Alrighty, friendos. It begins. I love this mission, by the way.